Another one in the books, workout complete, therapy session complete. I combine them. Found a little comfort in this workout after work and recalibrated my mindset and my mind. Had a real busy day, a very mentally challenging day, but you know what, that's no excuse. We're all gonna have those, they're normal. It's gotten to the point where an easy day is more of a surprise to me. Going forward, team, I just wanna tackle a topic today that's very near and dear to me, and that is the art of leading when it's loud all around us. I'm pretty sure a lot of you can relate. It is loud around our communities. It's loud around our workplaces. It's loud around social media. We are literally in a time where algorithms have infiltrated our sanity. The idea of chasing truth. I really want to get into that today with you and go into it from a senior leader perspective. If you're new here, I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Those of you who are new here, and if you don't know, my day job, I'm a senior leader in the Army. I'm a first sergeant right now. Leadership today feels louder than ever. It seems like everybody's got something to say. Opinions, hot takes, ideas, orders, outrage, all fighting for the same oxygen. In the middle of all that noise, there's something we got to remember. Real leadership doesn't shout. It calms, it steadies, and most importantly, it cuts through, but in its own special way. I see it every day. I live it. It's what I focus on because it's too easy to find yourself going with the flow, jumping on that idea. When that's not what the world needs right now. We need those who are willing to stand up, stand for what's right, stand for your truth, but do it in a way that's not provoked by outrage, but do it in a way that soars from calmness. Be a leader. So the world will have you think that leaders dominate the room, take charge, own that room. From my experience and what I've learned, it's actually quite the opposite. A good leader doesn't dominate the room, they just create it. They're not in a hurry to fill the space, they're in a hurry to create the space. It creates a calmness amongst the team, allows your team to think, operate, and most importantly, allows others to breathe. Noise isn't always volume. It's pressure, confusion, and ego. Everyone's trying to prove something instead of improving something. Nowadays, you see it in the workplace, in relationships and teams. Everyone wants to be heard, but it feels like nobody wants to hear. It's getting to me. And I know if I'm going through it, some of you are going through it as well. Noise happens when direction disappears, when emotion gets louder than the mission, the idea, the end state, the focus. Emotion clouds, and that's when true leadership has to step in, but not to add to the chaos, but to restore the rhythm of what you really have to acquire to restore what presence is everything. I preach this to you guys constantly. Presence is everything. It's how you walk into a room before a word is even said. It's your tone when you have to deliver bad news. That pause before you react. Because presence tells people something words never can. I'm not here to panic. I am here to lead. Now, I'd be lying to you if I told you that I myself haven't experienced this, because I have. Now, I've had moments where I was in the room and it just seemed like it was spinning. I've been in situations where just that feeling of a room just spinning, radio traffic just blaring, orders constantly changing, people just second guessing calls that were being made. But I remember thinking, if I lose it now and fall into that same chaotic contagion, they'll lose it too. And I'm adding to it. So I didn't. Not because calmness is also contagious. Being able to maintain and react in that chaos, but through calmness, not panic. Leadership isn't tested when things are going easy. It's really tested when everything's falling apart. You know, times when the plan fails, when morale is at an ultimate low, when the team basically goes silent, and you know the temperature's off. That's when your tone becomes a temperature. You can't control everything, but you can control your voice, your body language, your presence. That's command. That's what separates noise from leadership. But let's be honest, sometimes the loudest voice or the loudest noise isn't out there. It's in here or in here. The doubt, the fear, the little voice saying, you're not ready for this. You know, you're never going to be able to silence that voice. It'll always be there. Self-evaluation will always be there. Keeps you accountable though. But you know what you can do? You can out-discipline it. Every rep, every breath, before reaction, that's leadership in practice. Let's be honest. Sometimes the loudest noise isn't always out there. It's in here. You know, that little voice inside, the fear, the self-evaluation, the constant saying of, you're not ready. I'm used to that little voice inside telling me I'm not ready. But I'll tell you what, you can't always out-silence it. You're not going to. It's always going to be there. It will. I'm sorry to say. But you can out-discipline it. You can. Find a mental aid station. Every rep of composure, every breath before a reaction, that's the official practice of leadership. Because before you can lead anyone else, you have to lead yourself. The world's loud right now. Good. Chaos reveals character. And leadership isn't always about avoiding the noise outside, but mastering the volume inside. That's leadership. Be the calm, be the clarity, be the leader who brings silence where it's needed most. Because when it's loud out, that's when your voice matters most. Team, thanks for tuning in. Continue to find cover to your chaos. I'll see you in the next video. Do your push-ups, take your vitamins, drink your water. I'm out.